Hello everyone, and welcome back to Storm King's Thunder. This is episode 42. How's everyone doing this evening?
Very good.
Lighter than air.
So, good.
Testing?
We're good. We hear you.
No, his microphone turned out again because I heard him talk upstairs, not on the headset.
We heard you say testing.
It was.
If a dog can't fit on it, I doubt a giant goat could.
A dog could.
Mastiff got on.
The Mastiff and the Rat are fine. The, other thing, nah.
Ah, okay. Do you mind if we bring our pets? We have a lot of them.
I hold my pseudo dragon, my Tressum, and my panther protective.
Yeah, your dog, your rat, your goat, Rizwin's Tressum, my mouse, Reed's bird. Although, again, mine's not really a pet.
Well, it kind of is, but I don't know what you're going to plan to use it for.
It's a tool.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
not
enough.
a way to look at animals at all, but okay.
Well, apparently that's how Pulchara looks at it.
It serves a purpose.
My manacles!
Yeah, it's almost as useful as my manacles. God, is it bad that an animal I've been carrying with me for weeks, I cared more about a set of manacles than the animal?
Well, you are half devil.
You also kind of left a chicken by itself on the cart.
But to be fair, I forgot about that chicken.
I think we actually left the chicken in Zephyros's tower.
No, it's in my cart back in Everland. It died inside a cloud jail.
Oh.
But I guess I could use that cloud jail for other stuff now.
Oh, it's totally gone.
Oh no.
It was all for naught.
That chicken's probably nasty.
I'm sure someone smelt it on the wagon and cleaned it up.
I doubt that.
Yeah, people are not in the habit of messing with other people's stuff unless you're Rizwin.
Okay, so last we left off, we had just finished at the Great Worm Cavern, I believe.
Yes. Well, who would like to give us a recap? Because, yeah.
We talked to the spirit of the Allfather. A bit, well, not as like it wasn't like it was a person. He gave us 6 questions. He allowed us 6 questions. We asked 6 questions. Some of us got some answers we liked. Some of us got answers we didn't. Let's see. My manacles up and disappeared. Let's see here. We were given a map by Harshnag's. I remembered his name. Showing. Oh. The Eye of the Allfather also gave us another quest where we can find these relics, and bring it to it, and it would answer our 6th and final question about which giant lord had the thing we're looking for.
The last known location of the conch.
Yes, the conch of the Storm King. So now we're going out to collect these items. We collect enough of them, it will tell us what big fan of ours and supported our cause, and probably evil, but we're kind of with the flow. And we took on the 2 cultists as our pilots, and they're now flying us to wherever we want to go.
There are... I clicked the wrong map. There are a total of 8 cultists.
Wait, there are 8 cultists?
Yeah.
Oh, the 2 of them were just the ones that came down to talk to us?
I kind of spoke to you from above. Now that you guys have had a
knowing that they outnumber
Oh,
us.
hold on.
The name of the ghost was Igeron. It's a small ship.
Aw, the dragon claws. How cute.
Yeah, that's basically what the ship looks like. Relatively small, but it's still sizable.
Anyone else feel a lot less confident about this now?
Nope.
Flying ship.
Well, what do you want to do more? Have the flying ship or kill the cultist?
I'd kind of like to do both.
If we couldn't do both, which one would you do?
Keep the ship.
Rizwin just internally face palms.
I'm sorry, ship is a lot faster than wagon.
Not when you have teleportation circles.
And in very specific places.
I mean, the circles cover a lot of distance, to be honest.
Yeah.
Plus, we might end up having to deal with more cloud giants than we have been if we're up in the sky.
Well, I mean, like, is that really anything to compare to the number of giants we face on the land?
It's just one more type of giant to deal with. I'd rather not add to the problems we're having currently.
But Charles just kind of dumbfounded by all this. Like, are you really, like, not in favor of taking something that's valuable?
I like the idea of the airship, but I also understand that cloud giants live where the airship goes.
I don't know. So far, we've had nothing but positive experience with cloud giants.
Didn't you tell me that they attacked Nightstone, though?
Were those cloud giants?
That's been so long ago. I want to say they were not cloud giants, but at the same time, I don't want to say they weren't and they were.
Well, I remember we visited them a while ago and there were giant rocks everywhere.
You know what? Can I roll a history on this?
Sure.
Like, okay.
I actually remember.
5.
You're pretty sure they were not cloud giants.
Leon remembers, but he says nothing.
Oh. I'm assuming we're being kind of stealthy about this conversation.
I'm just saying, I don't want to have to deal with cloud giants. I don't.
I mean, yeah.
I want to wait dealing with the cloud giants until we have to.
I will go ahead and say, because it has, the others have noticed it, but you have not yet. The thing that you guys got here was a 10-foot in diameter, like, bronze and dragon scale shield that was 250 pounds.
Huh.
Oh, it's a shield. I thought it was a musical instrument.
It looked like a gong, but it's like a frost giant shield.
Oh.
Is there anything special about it? Other
It's
than
not
it being-
magical.
It's just a really fancy shield.
Sort of.
Did we do like a slide down the shield to where we are kind of thing?
To move it, Fulchar cast Fly on himself, and then Reed had reduced it to make it easier to carry. And then
Oh.
Fulchar found a place to store it before found like a cargo hold before Reduce wore off.
Oh.
Yep. And just to remind you, guys, I did like put the stuffed bloodhawk on the airship. Yep, just like in the living quarters, just like as a decoration, just so like I can very easily track the ship with locate object. We kind of know where it is as long as it's friendly to us.
How would a stuffed bloodhog not be friendly?
What? No, the ship.
Isn't there a way to look at things like that? Like with magic?
Look at things with that's definitely not my specialty. But my magic's more about hurting people, moving around, and not being found.
I'm not good at looking at things. I'm better at hurting people.
You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have picked some magic that helps me look at stuff better. Really would have balanced me out a bit. But I like to think of it as quirky.
Well, now that we got our first relic, do we want to move on to the next target?
I'm certainly in favor of that. Looks like the next closest one is in,
Raven
oh
Rock.
god, I'm trying to pronounce it. What's that?
Raven Rock.
Yep. Who's up for Raven Rock?
Okay, you have Raven Rock, Shining White, Morgar's Mound, One Stone, Bow Runer's Well. Those are the ones that are within. Let's see. Those ones are within 250 miles of where you are currently.
Well,
Yep. Okay, I'll get to the deck, tell the cultists to move out. I'll learn wherever I can more. By the way, from what I've seen, it does look like the ship needs 2 people to pilot it, to get it moving.
I don't mind helping people Chara learn.
okay, I'm kind of confused.
About?
Are we on the ship
Yes.
with the cultists?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're being quiet, we're using whispery voices.
Oh, are we stowaways?
No. We're their masters. If we just tell them to leave us alone, they'll leave us alone.
The dragon claw. This basically wanted to help us in our quest that we were already doing. So he sent a crew of cultists with an airship to help us navigate safely.
Okay.
I mean,
I
if I
thought the
remember right,
cultists were bad guys.
Well, they are bad,
yeah,
but they're just our allies at the moment.
If I remember right, like the cultist guy even said, like, this ship is ours. It was a gift.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to get in and start whispering again. My problem is the crew, but the ship is ours.
Why don't we just go about it quietly and just kill them in their sleep?
Well, but me and Badger are trying to learn how to fly the ship so that after we kill them, me and her can pilot the ship.
Is it not like a regular ship?
No, like, well, it's a flying ship, but I doubt any of us really know how to fly a ship, but after me and Badger learn, we'll teach everyone else after we take care of the crew.
Well, if we're gonna be on a ship, we need roles.
Well, from what I can tell, and Fish is just going off of assumptions, to get the ship moving, we need a helmsman and a sailmaster. Is that correct?
You don't know. Your check wasn't high enough.
It wasn't?
No.
We need a captain.
You
I
had
know
rolled a
ships have
10,
those.
I think, last time.
Oh, I definitely remember I checked did a roll to see if it required how many people it took. Like I know my roll like to learn wasn't very good. I remember I did a separate roll about seeing how many people it took to man the ship.
No.
Okay, yeah. I'll get more information about how many people it takes to get the ship moving. like I said, I've only helped fly it for one day.
Does Rizwan know anything about ships flying or otherwise?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Unless you somehow have air vehicle proficiency.
Well, does she know anything about regular ships?
You might, but let's see. You grew up. You didn't really grow up around them, though.
This is true.
You're ways off from the coast, and not really any rivers too close to where you are.
Okay. How about this? How about we all agree that we get 3 artifacts before we decide whether or not to get more artifacts after that, and what to do with the crew. Can we all agree on that?
I think we should try and learn as much as we can and then kill the crew, regardless of how many relics we have.
I'm definitely in favor of that plan.
Well, where are we going first? I'm inclined to go over to a loop.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'd rather do this, and that rather than this, that.
Um,
No.
I know that none of y'all will probably know this, but we also need to make sure we figure out where we can dock this thing when we're not flying it.
Oh, the cultists keep it flying. They just drop us off and pick us up.
I mean, after we get rid of the cultists.
Oh, I'm sure there's parking spaces.
And plus, once we get rid of the cultist crew on the ship, it'll be less suspicious when we go to dock it outside of a town or something.
Oh, we could write the Truth Seekers on the side.
Does the ship have a name already?
You don't see one, no.
We'll call. I unlearned a spell that specifically for that reason.
Say, Rizwan has proficiency in a forgery kit, but she has no idea what ship papers looks like.
You know what? After the ship is ours, let's get the ship registered. Either way, but I say we just continue on the mission. All in favor of that? Aye.
Rizwan just kind of raises her hand.
Well,
Well, obviously, we need to keep going, so.
well then, I'm going up top to again help fly the ship while we go to Raven Rock.
All right. Just gotta do a quick maths in my head here. Because it took you guys about 6 hours to get here.
Say, what is the speed of an airship?
From the Eye of the Allfather, it's 8 miles per hour.
Oh, man.
Is that like a lot better than horse?
No.
Think of it this way. In a normal 8-hour day, you guys can travel like 20 to 24 miles.
About
This can
20.
go, in an 8-hour day, can go 64 miles.
Plus, we don't have to follow roads.
Taking this ship seems like a much better plan than ever.
That reminds me, when I was playing Descent into Avernus and we were having like high-speed car chases in Avernus, I
Oh,
calculated the speed of the cars, and they were only going like 20 miles an hour,
Ooh, the war machines.
which is a lot in D&D, but in real life, it's like, oh,
Yes, we got a slow speed chase down on Highway 2.
All right, so you
All right.
guys tell him to head to Raven Walk.
wave and walk.
Yes, we need to catch that rascally rabbit.
Okay, so
What if New Rizwan had just this really bad lisp?
jeez. Okay, but let's see. It is about 8 o'clock in the evening, so it's kind of dark. It's getting late. They can pilot it out while you sleep.
Navigator. Rizwan is basically gonna try to learn how to, like, what the different titles are, like the different roles on the ship. Basically.
Are you gonna be sleeping at all today?
With the 2 hours of like the long rest, I'd like to continue to learn how to fly the ship a bit.
All right, we'll use
But
your
with the
using
I'll
your same
assist
check.
full chart because I want to do it too.
You guys can do it the next day. Let's see.
Roll for encounter.
Oh, I did. Trust me. But let's see with.
This is the part where we run into the griffins that have an owl bear for the front instead of a bird.
I'm just gonna put you at 8 a.m. So.
Those are my
6.
kinds, that griffins.
Yep.
You guys get at this area at 8 a.m.
Like when I picture like whatever magic steam powered airship in D&D, I just picture something Dr. Seuss like, something that's doing that whole like steam thing and like the. No, it's probably more complicated than that, but still.
Okay. Well. All right. For the next 8 hours, who is going to be keeping eyes on the cultists that are working the ship?
Rizwan will.
Anybody else?
Is,
I will.
is this just security or is this learning how to fly it?
Learning how to fly it.
Oh, I'll definitely be on that too.
Because I know that Badger wants to learn. She likes.
Yeah, if you are. Blah, 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 blah. Ugh. If you are trying to learn how to do the ship, I need you. If you're make an intelligence check, to anybody who is watching. This is just a straight roll for each person. Okay.
Intelligence or perception?
Intelligence.
Because percept.
I'll do it, why not?
All right. I don't know if Reed would.
I would say just go ahead and roll.
Yeah, like.
I feel like he. Well, he has different reasons for.
Maybe for like research purposes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the first one of us that learns how to fly will teach the rest.
Well, it also depends on how good of a teacher they are.
Okay, for the 8 hours, you guys no encounters. As you fly over the mines of Mirabar, Polchora, Rizwin, Badger, and Reed are unable to get a grasp of how this is supposed to be flying.
Jeez.
Ezra, you gather that it takes 2 people to pilot the ship. One to fuel the furnace, and one to control the propeller.
Ooh, in real life, I know the name of that position, the helmsman.
So far, Ezra is the only one who has learned how to fly the ship.
Is this one of those things where I would be able to teach someone else, or they would need to learn through observations? Like someone else would need to learn through observations.
You've learned basically one of the positions. Someone else would have to learn the other one.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, you guys, as the end of a regular day. 8 p.m. here. Okay. You guys actually arrive at the break of dawn. Arrive in Raven Rock. Thanks for the follow, D&D with THC.
You guys want to sleep in the ship tonight and go in the morning, or should we just go and deploy?
By the way, this is in the morning when you guys arrive.
We get here at like the break of dawn.
Pretty much, yes.
Oh, stupid me. I was thinking of dusk for some reason.
Sounds like we're hitting boots to the ground today then.
Note to self, Pachara, learn Featherfall.
You learned Featherfall?
No, I'm telling myself for future, like, level up Pachara. Learn Featherfall.
A decent amount of giant ravens kind of hovering lazily above, 300 feet above the area.
What size is a raven?
These are giant ravens.
Oh, never mind. Those are not in my language.
Should we shoot the harpoon at them, you guys?
I mean, I would rather not if they're friendly.
Fair enough. Oh, I just lost the ability to talk to animals.
I can.
They're what?
Yours is more small woodland beings, unless you actually have speak with animals.
I have speak with animals. I just
Yeah.
cast it.
Okay.
She got the spells. Well, at least I know why it's called Raven Rock.
What should I ask them, guys?
I don't know.
Please
Pretty
don't
sure-
eat us.
I'm pretty sure we have to go down there first, because I think we're too far away.
We come in peace.
Me and my flock are just passing by. We're just here to get a yummy treat, which is two-leg walker based. Very bad for flying types. We take the disgusting food, we leave.
What are we actually here for?
So when we get closer, I'll start talking to the raven.
Okay, well, what do you say? Make a nature check.
Say, are they like their smaller counterparts and like shinies?
Fuck me. They aren't really vain creatures.
Is that all or no? Because the way you were saying it, sounds like they were...
I want you to make a history check with advantage because of that roll you just made. Okay. Give me a second to pull out some information, please. You have heard tales of certain tribal, the Black Raven tribe. They typically use Black Ravens for spies and they communication. You typically hear about them preying on caravans that.
Saddles, or would I know they ride them bare?
These ones don't have saddles on.
And would I know if the riders usually wore saddles or not?
The stories don't tell. They don't say. But you do know with your nature that these are quite intelligent creatures. Most beasts are not too bright. These, they're much more intelligent. Kind of like giant owls or eagles.
Like a human intelligence base? Or
Not quite, but they are definitely,
or like cats?
well, in the D&D verse, cats aren't really that smart either, but they can...
Oh, well.
They're definitely much more intelligent creatures.
Guys, flying ship and giant bird mounts.
Don't tempt Badger. I'm really thinking about if Badger would do that or not. And there's 6 of us. Okay. May we ask your names?
God fucking damn it.
I am Raven Rock Raven #1.
I'm just trying to be polite. You at least can ask their names.
I'm Rocky Bow Raven.
When you got closer to them, they did not attack or anything. Just keep kind of lazily flying around. Although they do, as you
They're
mentioned,
flying?
yeah, they are flying 300 feet above it.
Can they even hear me?
Well, if you're asking questions, I assume you got closer. They're level 8. Oh my lord, that is way too big for this map.
No, Badger, if you go down there, I'll back you up.
Yeah, I'll stay on my panther as we do this.
They kind of, when you say something, they all kind of, or they notice you, they do, go down and land on, stone, like, things that are sticking out of the ground. I guess go ahead and... Why is there fucking... God damn it. There's no need for light dynamic lighting here. On the icy slopes of the spine of the world stands the spirit mound of the Black Raven, and you don't need to know that. It gets its name from a 100-foot tall stone carved in the likeness of a perching raven sitting in the center of the highest plateau of the mound and facing west. Surrounding Raven Rock are 4 50-foot tall menhirs. And their altar, the altar is there's like an altar. It's a rectangular slab of stone with the faces of the moon carved into its sides. But you do see that the giant ravens have gone onto these.
Great ravens, we kindly ask your names and request permission to Oh, Lord. Words. 4 hours of sleep ain't helping. We humbly request your permission to go across your lands in search of something. We mean no harm and bear gift.
You don't get a name, any names. Do what you will.
The hell was that?
That was a bird saying, "Do what you will." Essentially.
Thank you. I just heard a
Sounds like
squawk. I
giant
was like,
parrot.
Do what you will.
I mean, if our horses sounded like Beavis and Butthead, then these ravens can surely sound like parrots.
I will bow my head and I will kind of coax Ruby to do the same. And I will pass on the word saying, these ravens seem to be okay with us going where we need to go. I'll turn back to the crows and ask them, or ravens, and ask them, is there any rules to your land here?
They do not respond.
They don't respond because there is no rules, or they don't respond just because they don't like.
They do not respond.
They did tell us to do what we will, then.
Though I feel like we shouldn't interrupt those bumps down there. What are they called again? Like graves or something? But they look kind of big to be graves. I don't know. They hold dead people, don't they?
Well,
Also-
we should probably just go down there, get what we need, and go leave. Because I don't know. They say do what you will, but don't want to do the one thing that sets them off.
I vote we just go for it. If anything bad happens, I got my sword, got my magic.
Did you tell them that we were here to get something?
I told him we're in search for something. Great ravens. If there's something here that catches our eye, may we take if we.
No response.
I think the
rather
ravens
ha-
are done with you.
Rather talk to that owl again. At least he was rude to me from the beginning. I am thinking this. I don't say this out loud.
Right.
Ah.
What do you all do? The do you have the cultists land the airship?
Yeah, I assume like we're just doing what we did last time. Like they just stay in the airship. We keep a bunch of ropes lowered in case we need a quick escape.
Okay.
Now, do we want to go over to the giant raven statue, or over there where that looks like an altar?
Well, I could certainly try something. The last relic we found had red dragon scales on it. I could cast locate object and see if there's a trend.
Izwin just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
I feel like we should do the statue first, because the statue may have information.
Does it look like we would be able to easily get from the statue to the altar?
There is a lot of snow, and let's see. Using the airship, definitely.
But not by foot.
It'd be difficult. There is like maybe a foot of snow on the ground. And there is like that particular thing. So if you look like down here, up here is where the the rock is, and then it slopes down about that far.
I'm not seeing your.
About 50 feet.
I'm not seeing your arrow. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. Where did we land? Like not the ship. It's things like us as the party.
That's up to you guys.
Maybe like right here?
Yeah, probably about right there. I'm assuming this is the Raven we talked to then, if that's the.
Well, maybe. They are circling, so.
All right, I guess we landed here then. Okay. Guess I'll do a perception check, see if I see anything that stands out in like this upper area here.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. 14.
There does appear to be like at the base of the raven, or the raven rock thing, the statue. What appears to be like bones from potential offerings that were left. But that's really all you notice that's interesting or out of place, at least.
Bones. God, if only our like little fiend friend was here, or big fiend friend.
Are the crows talking amongst themselves? Sorry, the ravens talking amongst themselves where I can hear them?
They are not. They are just silent.
I kind of don't want to mess with the bones. I don't want to, like, get attacked by the tribe or whatnot for messing with their offering.
Yeah, like, I definitely second that. However, It does look like offerings there, and where do you put valuable relics?
How about we look elsewhere first, leaving where the
we should-
offerings are for last?
I'd like to check out the Raven Rock.
Let's check out the. I say we check out the altar first, just because that's where the last one we found was nearby.
If you guys want to divide and conquer, I'm up for the altar.
Uh,
Don't worry, you'll be within Eldritch Blast range, potentially.
No, we won't.
You know what? Let's stay near the one of us that can stalk animals.
We should do one thing at a time altogether, because if we spread out, this place is huge.
You know what? I do second Ezra's altar plan, like because the relic was near an altar last time, wasn't it?
Yep, it was literally it was less than 100 feet away from it.
Okay. Yeah, probably also going to keep our distance away from there. That's okay.
I mean, let's just go ahead and do what we came here to.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you a thing to use. Just finding a token for you all to use. There we go.
Yay!
Hooray!
Controlled by... There, you should all be able to control it now.
Let's also be careful. Last time we touched the relic, a bunch of weird fire snakes attacked us.
I remember that. Didn't we fight one in the temple too?
Yeah, we fought a big one in the temple. We fought 3 small ones at the last one, at the last relic.
Yeah.
Which again, if we find the actual relic, I should probably be the one to touch it since they mostly do fire stuff.
I mean, if it's gonna show up, then it's gonna show up. All that we can really be grateful for is that we have experience fighting them now.
Indeed. Okay, but I did the last look around. Does someone want to do the look around for down here?
Raised will take a look.
Sure, make a perception check. Yeah, you don't see anything, so the only thing you can think of is perhaps down?
Down. Is there a staircase or something?
No.
Maybe they're under the snow.
Well, I could once again offer up my thing, my locate object thing, but this time only specify metal. Or no, that we would ping. Large metal objects bigger than us. Is anyone against that plan? Because I only get one use of this per day.
Are there any large metal objects on the ship?
Yeah.
Well, the ship's like, what'd you say, 300 feet in the air?
You guys have to bring it down to. It might be 100 feet in the air at this point if you had him hover 50 feet above the Raven Rock or the plateau up here.
What's the call, Risman?
Well, I think I remember from when you did this earlier that it picks up the closest thing.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to be buried 100 feet underground?
I don't know.
It may not be the exact same object either.
That's fair. What
Well,
Can I do?
what's something I could specify
I don't.
in the
I
spell?
honestly don't think you can specify anything because we
it's
don't know what it looks like.
yeah.
Can I do a?
It's a stone slab that has the faces of the rune carved in of the moon carved into it.
Rizwan, do the faces of the moon have like any significance, or is it basically just somebody carved a moon in it because moons?
You make a religion check. I mean, it's probably for some religious reason, but you're not exactly sure why.
See, I thought to myself before I clicked the button, like, I'm proficient in this. I have a +5. I should do good. But it doesn't work that way.
13's still pretty good.
This is true, but. Alright, Raven's just gonna keep an eye out. She's gonna keep an eye on the ravens, and she's gonna keep an eye out for any tribe members
Okay.
while the others try and figure this out.
I could levitate a bunch of the snow.
I mean,
Keep in mind, these are burial mounds, so
Oh.
it is possible they were buried.
is there anything we can do to melt the snow?
I got plenty of ways to make fire.
So does Reed.
I was about to say, so does Reed.
What do you think, Leon?
These are burial grounds. I am not for like disturbing these grounds like that.
I share that sentiment.
Why don't you?
Gonna do it anyway. Ollie will use a spell slot to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Kind of at the edge of your detect magic in the ground. You do get a ping below the altar.
Ooh, ping below the altar, you guys. Yeah. Huh. You know what else was magical and underground last time we went looking for one of these things?
What?
The fireworm or the fire snakes.
They're magical?
I'd only assume.
Well, I guess we gotta move the altar.
like I said, I definitely see. How far underneath? You said 30 feet, since it was just at the edge.
It's pretty much the edge of your thing, but the ground here is solid. It will take some time to dig this out.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely relay all of that. Yeah, about 30 feet underneath the ground, take a while to dig.
Isn't there like spells that can move dirt and stuff?
I don't have that particular one. Uh, I mean, I have shaped stone, but that will only get us about 5 feet if it was stone.
Because
I got.
Rizwan is gonna start like digging through the snow until she hits the ground to see what the ground is made of.
Oh, double dang it! I had a shovel on the wagon.
Have you ever tried to shovel frozen earth?
I don't know. Like I said, I could levitate at least some of the snow away. I could melt it. I could use my
Don't
wind
you have
magic
shape
to
earth?
blow a bunch of it away.
Don't you have
No,
like
I have
shape
shaped
or
stone.
mold or
Shaped
Yes,
stone.
shaped stone,
Stone
which is
specifically.
different than mold earth. What is the ground like underneath the snow?
You like wipe away from the snow. There is some like dead grass and frozen soil.
Okay.
Hey, Ezra,
Mhm.
is your packed weapon currently like attached to a physical weapon?
My packed weapon is a physical weapon. Yes.
Oh, dang it! I was wondering if a shovel counted as something like that. Yeah. Uh, hmm. We were Man, we can fight just about any type of monster, but we can't dig 30 feet. uh. Oh, I'm stupid. Is there a rock near us?
The altar?
The altar.
Like a different rock, like just a big rock.
There's the things the ravens are sitting atop.
Oh, I kind of don't want to disturb those. Uh, like if if you guys can find me a big enough rock, I could probably just make us some shovels like I did the snowshoes.
Man. It's so difficult because I don't know what you and Reed have spell-wise.
Like I said, when it comes to making stuff, the most I can do is simply made stone objects. But I need stone material to make it.
Reed, do you have anything that would help?
He's not here.
She knows.
Oh, okay.
I do, but the ground is too hard. Maybe if
Well-
we found some more loose stuff under here.
do you have water abilities? No?
I think right now we need to focus on thawing the earth out at least a little bit.
That's what
so
I'm
to be-
saying. That's what I'm saying though, because there's always a water content to the ground. If he can use shaped
Oh.
water to move the water around, even if it's frozen, because
Well,
can he control the water temperature as well?
With shape water? Or control water?
Just the water ability. I don't remember which one.
I don't know. Like, if the issue is melting it, I have magical fire.
You can freeze water with shape water, but you can't unfreeze water.
Badger, can you ask the Raven if we can use his rock to turn into something else?
Badger's eyes gonna twitch. You want to use the altar to make.
No, no, no. The rock the raven is perched on.
Oh,
There's
okay.
multiple. There's actually another one that's not being used right over here.
Oh, yeah. I'll go to that one then. At the meantime, yeah. Can you ask him if it's okay if I turn this rock into something else?
We were wondering if we can perchance borrow this rock for a moment. We will put it right back after we're done using
I'm gonna whisper like I can't do that. Once it's changed, it's changed.
it. What? You should have told me that sooner.
No response.
Pachar's just gonna like shrug his shoulders at Badger, and he says, "Do as you will." He says.
Do you guys go over there to? Okay.
As he
Oh,
says that, I want to take a few steps away from him.
I forgot that was the party token, not as many stone shovels as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and link the spell.
I'm worried. Yeah, I'm also reading it, see if I can make multiple objects or just one.
Make a spell casting check. Just a charisma check. Straight charisma check.
24.
Okay. What you do is you make a. You actually make a thing, a shape that is like 4 shovels all connected, kind of like a little bit, but there's bits you can just break off. You do that, and then break off the bits, so you have 4 shovels.
It's on a sprue.
Oh, okay. Guys, it worked. 4 shovels. I'll take the shovels back to the group and start handing it to the strongest people here. So I'm guessing Rizwin, Leon...
Probably than I do, though. I got
I don't-
-1.
Badger, are you strong at all?
I got a +2. Well, her and I have the same strength. Well, what the hell?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Badger, can you turn into animals?
No, I cannot.
Oh, shoot.
Okay,
That
so,
is not my ability.
Okay, so shovel for myself, Badger, Rizwin, and Leon, and I'm just gonna start digging. Yeah.
It's a little difficult, but you do eventually. Who all helps?
I'll ask also Ruby to help us too, like by div.
I'd open my divine sense before I decide anything.
Okay. You do not sense anything.
Okay, then I just start help digging.
All right. It takes you guys 2 hours of digging because there's five bodies doing this because Ruby counts. You eventually come across a 14-foot long, 250-pound bone. A part of the bone is wrapped in old leather, which, Badger, in your eyes, thinks this is probably used as a club.
It's made of like actual bone material, not like metal or anything.
No, it is a bone. Big old bone.
I was asking because my brain was going, is it another Vonendad fragment?
Well, if no one opposes, I guess I'll get pulling.
Do we have a pulley system? Or is that on the cart too?
That's on the cart, yes, and I do have a pulley system
We
on.
could just have Reed reduce it.
Yeah, we could do that. I can also levitate it.
Actually, it's probably closer to. Right closer to that.
Do does the leather or the bone have any like markings on?
None that you notice. But the leather is still in, good condition.
Right. Well, how much exactly can the ship hold? She's asking the group.
Pachar's just gonna like have the fakest grin on and just say, enough?
Cause I mean, we already have that big shield that weighs a shit ton.
This shield weighs 250 pounds.
And if all the relics are gonna weigh that much, there's no way we're gonna be able to fit all of them on the ship.
Yeah. I mean, we could drop some of them off at the Eye of the Allfather on our way back.
Is Harshnag still there?
Yeah.
Yes, he stayed behind.
Okay, so that he could look out for the relics that we bring back.
The only part I'm not looking forward to is us having to bring the relics through that trap.
I would assume that he could probably turn them off for us.
I didn't see an off switch. I saw an well. You guys saw an activate switch. You didn't see an off switch.
Well, isn't the trip disabled since the thing can't push the rock back?
It wasn't disabled when we left.
They're not referring to the big ball. They're referring to the two that were in front.
Oh.
Either way, let's worry about that when we're not surrounded by killer ravens.
Well, they're not killer ravens yet.
So I'll ask again: is anyone opposed to me like trying to like kind of pull this thing out of here?
Izun just kind of looks
you
to the
want-
sky and says, "Well, if we're gonna do it, then do it."
Do you want me to ask them first, or
You'll have to cast the spell again.
how long has it been? Oh, you said it was these 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been basically 2.5 hours. It's 10:30.
Yeah, I'll cast
I-
it again, I guess.
I can ask if you just tell me what to say.
You can talk to animals normally?
No, she had speak with animals spell put into the ring.
Oh, okay. Polchara, besides asking about can we take this bone, is there anything else we want to...
Not really. As soon as we have this bone, we're leaving, right?
Alright, Rizwan's gonna use the spell out of the Ring of Spell Storing to cast Speak with Animals on herself.
Okay.
And what she does, she's gonna look for the nearest giant raven and be like, "Hey, bird!" And she's just gonna keep saying like, "Hey, bird!" until it looks at her.
It ignores
Ju-
you.
Is giant raven words similar to regular raven words? I can kind of idea what she's saying.
I have
Can
no
we
idea what she's saying.
Can we take this bone?
No response.
She just kind of shrugs. They're not talking to me.
Well, we didn't get a no then. Then I I guess I'm just gonna go for it then. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull the bone out of there.
How?
You know what? How much does it look like the bone weighs?
Well, the same as that shield.
So about 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And it's
Can we make
14
it-
feet long.
Can we make it smaller like you did the shield?
Only for 60 seconds. We have to save that for when we are transporting it up. However, my levitate spell can lift up to 500 pounds. So, I guess that then. I will cast levitate on the bone to attempt to raise it 20 feet up.
Okay.
How long does levitate last?
All right. It's 20 feet up, but it's almost out. Not quite out yet.
Okay, I'm going to raise it the rest of the way because I believe I can move it 20 feet each time on my turn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to raise it fully out of the hole then with the next 20 feet.
Yep.
Or I guess that'd be halfway out of the hole.
Yeah, the first 20 feet was almost out of the hole, and then that second, you can get like 10 more feet will get it out.
Okay, I'll do that. And I'll just suspend it like horizontally after I get it out of the hole.
Why don't we just do this to get it in the ship? I mean, can you just keep
Oh.
moving it up?
Yes, I can. As I'm going to climb up on top of it. Only I. It can only. Wait.
How
What
much
were you
gear
about
do
to
you
say?
have? How much gear do you have?
Ooh, 66 pounds plus my own weight, which is 185. Crap! It's exactly 1 pound over. It's 1 pound over 500.
The bone just goes boosh back into the hole.
Let's see here. Quick, Rizwin, hold my loot, which is 2 pounds.
That's not even considering all the other stuff that you have that you haven't.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. You know what? I'm just gonna take off my backpack and give that to Rizwin. Would you
Okay.
say? Would you say that would balance it out enough?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
How heavy is your backpack?
Probably a little under 60 pounds.
So you get on this thing and it immediately starts lowering itself back down, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And you jump off, and it goes back into place.
Yep. Okay, I'll give Rizwin my backpack, and yeah, I'll just start bringing it up 20 feet per 6 seconds up towards the boat.
Okay. You have 10 minutes to do this, so that's plenty of time.
Rizwin is having difficulties with Boltara's backpack.
Although you can't do it side to side while you're on it. It's literally up and down.
Yep, I guess I'll go directly up enough and then directly, yeah, like to the left or right enough.
You can't go left or right.
Oh, crap.
Why don't you go
don't-
up and then the ship can like
Yeah, I'm gonna
meet
start
you?
waving. I'm gonna like start waving my arms to the cultists and just like do that come closer or gesture. Come on.
All right. You get a little worried because it takes a bit for them to get, they weren't expecting you to just need it up and go right now. So when you get it like just on top, right as And the bone is on the ship now.
Okay, thank God.
But
I'm going.
but it's on the deck.
I'm pretty sure between all 14 of us, I think we'll have the manpower to move it once it's on. Now that it's on there, I'm just gonna signal some of the cultists like, okay, hold this still, and I'm just gonna look over the edge to like them down there. I'm just gonna like hold my thumb up, it's like we're good.
How far away is he?
He went up like 100 feet.
About to say, 20 feet every 6 seconds for 10 minutes.
It was more of the trying to get it onto the deck, like the ship having to come towards me and me bouncing the up and downwards.
True.
Yeah, because it can't be moved side to side or forward and backward because there's nothing to move it.
Yeah.
You know, this would be an awful time for the cultists to turn on me. I'm currently without most of my gear. Oh
Well,
God!
I
I
just
hope.
they. I guess you want do you want them to pick up the rest of the guys and the rest of the party and.
Yeah. As I'm like telling them to like bring the ropes over to the guys, I'm just like getting a team of cultists together to like help me lift it down under deck.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna ask one of the cultists, hey, how much can this boat carry?
It's got about a ton of cargo space.
A ton, so we could get about 2 more of these things. Then, if they weigh the same weight as the bone and shield, then
Now, just because they have the space doesn't mean they have the
I'm
the
gonna ask. Yeah,
We're probably smart to drop off after 3
fair enough.
because you have to keep in mind all the people that are on the boat too, or ship rather.
Fair enough. There's one more relic that is right by the Eye of the Allfather. So I guess we'll get that one. Then we'll head back.
I have to pull up the map again.
Okay.
Which one? Do you mean in Mirabar?
Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly on the way back to the Allfather, but it's not out of the way enough for it to be.
Hey, which one are you referring to?
Mirabar.
Mirabar is a city. You guys have been there.
I think
Yes.
he means
The relic.
Mogur's Mound. I think that's what he's talking about. That would be the closest one.
Doesn't it say? Okay. Are the
There
relics just the X's?
Yes.
Well, the X's are the locations that you know of, but you have a map with the different locations. Just for your sake.
Okay, so the runes above the city names are just the names in giant.
Wait, what? Oh, you're looking at that map. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm fine with going to Morgar's Mount first if you guys want to, or we could drop off the ones we have. I'm fine with either plan. I'm just amazed that this plan worked out.
Well, let's go to the temple right now. Then we can make our way over to Baron as well. One stone.
All right. Oh, now I'll take my backpack back. Thank you, Rizwan.
Just like you carry a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
No wonder you need a cart.
Yes, exactly. Imagine if I carried all of my possessions with me. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like a 20.
There's like a what? Shit, did we lose him?
No, I'm still here.
There's a 20 what? Hello?
Sorry, I got a phone call and it interrupts my iPad whenever I get one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I forgot. I also have a 20-pound tent in there.
In your
Yep.
backpack?
Yep, I brought it with us the second we left the wagon behind. It's more like one of those like rolls that you keep underneath your backpack. But yeah,
Still a lot.
most likely I gave that to you.
Why didn't you give it to Leon? He's stronger than I am.
You could have divided, like, those are 2 separate bags.
And you shoved them both on me.
You were the closest one.
She just huffs.
You did a good job. Thank you for carrying this stuff so perfectly. Here's 5 silver.
She just blinks at you. I mean, I won't say no to money, but
3 gold.
in addition to the 5 silver?
Sure. Honestly, I'm happy that you didn't take anything. Like, I'm very proud of you.
Are you trying to insinuate that she would steal from her own party members?
I'm trying to simulate that, like, a heavy backpack typically means good stuff's inside.
No. With you, it just means a fucking 20-pound tent.
We've used that tent before. I mean, to be fair, I do carry 3 like burlap sacks, a bucket in there, a grappling hook, stuff like that.
This is my point. Most of the weight you carry isn't valuable.
Do you want a grappling hook?
No.
I'll find a use for that grappling hook one day. That potions in here. Anywho, let's take the subject off of my bag and mirror bars, or are we turning in the stuff?
Mirror
We have
bar's
enough-
not. The closest one to you is Morger's Mound.
Morger's Mount. Sorry, I got
Mirror
my
bar's a
M's
city.
mixed up. Yeah, sorry, I got my M's mixed up. Morger's Mount, or turning in the stuff we have.
We have enough. We have enough room that we could probably pick up one more thing, and then we need to drop everything else off.
And I'm definitely up for that.
Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah. Rock to.
I'm
Dang.
slowly learning that Polchara is the party hoarder.
Hoarder, I only have good stuff in here.
That's what hoarders say.
Like, what if I need my 2 bars of soap? Or my bear pelt? Or my book, Tunes to Oozes.
This is gonna be like, you better not get rid of that one because I gave that to you. I spent good money on that.
I mean, I got magic guns in here. I got my big winter coat. My wilted coat and top hat.
Shouldn't you be wearing your winter coat though?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Is Rosewood saying all this stuff out loud, saying you have too much crap in your stuff? Or is she just talking to Char when she's saying this?
she's talking. She's not trying to be like quiet about it. It's a regular conversation for her. So if anybody's around, then they hear it too.
Badger's gonna slowly move her bag away.
I have an extra change of clothes in there.
Why do you need an extra change of clothes if you can make your own clothes clean again?
Because even if I can like dry clean the clothes every day, it's disgusting to wear the same outfit every day.
Rizwan just looks at you with this face that says, I wear the same clothes every day.
Listen, I'm not trying to be rude here. But you don't have magic that cleans your clothes every day.
No, and I don't need it.
Would you like me to start doing that for your clothes too? Because I can.
I don't particularly need you to do that, Polchara.
Oh. I'm sorry, I feel like I... Wait a minute, I'm the one who should be offended about all this that's going on. Yeah. I have my longsword in there I don't use anymore.
Why don't you just sell that when we get to town?
Because this one used to have a bunch of magic inside of it that gave me my hexblade powers.
Is it giving you hexblade powers now?
No, but,
Well then
memories.
sell it.
I spent more money on this sword than I have on anything else in my entire life.
And then you'll be able to get your money back.
No, I spent it on the magic in the sword, and now that's in me, and well, it's memories.
Your memories are in your brain, not in the sword.
It's a hexblade vessel. How are we even having this conversation?
You are the Hexblade vessel now.
No, I just absorbed some extra magic residue that was left behind.
But you just said yourself it had no magic in it, so you are now the vessel.
Therefore, not needing the sword anymore. Because now it's just a regular old sword.
Here, Griswood, take it and sell it. I don't want to see it.
She just kind of holds it dumbfounded. And she gives it back and she's like, you need to do it.
Oh, no. Griswood, if I don't get rid of it now, I never will. Just take it. Keep the money from it. I don't want it.
Welcome to Weekly D&D, where we undercover we finally unpack Polchara's pack hoarding problem.
But I'm buying more manacles next time we're in a town.
Okay, so are we on the ship? I'm assuming we're on the ship and we're going to the mound.
I kind of assume that too. So at about 7 p.m., you guys are maybe 5 hours away. Do you wish to... You guys basically arrive around midnight. Is that
I'm
what you
guessing
wish to
we're
do?
still asleep.
Well, it hasn't been night yet. But during this day, I want... Who wanted to try to get a sense for how the ship works?
This one
Badger
is still
would.
trying to learn.
Make intelligence checks if you are. Ezra, you cannot.
8.
I figured.
I want to use my inspiration.
Sure,
Because-
go for it.
Ah! No!
Oh, no.
Sorry, it's supposed to be a 5.
Yeah, alright. You can't get a feel for you. You have no idea.
Rizwan's still trying to get used to not being on the ground.
Ever since I got this lyre, I've been flying a lot. I'm used to that sensation.
Rizwan's still not used to the teleporting circle situation.
Oh, you think I'm not? I've almost vomited every time we've gone through there. Flying and teleporting are two very different things.
All right, you guys arrive. Midnight. It is dark. Whether or not you wish to, like, you were asleep on the way or and waiting for morning, that is up to you.
Probably safer to wait till morning.
Agreed.
Right, do you have, where do you have them put the ship for the time being? Like, before morning?
Probably a nice open field if there's one.
We can't just sit in the sky.
They can hover if like we're planning on like being up and down. Like we gotta sit if we're planning on staying in a place for like hours and hours at a time.
Oh, okay.
Like I think the only reason we don't set it down whenever we're on a mission is it's like the equivalent of having a plane's engine started, like while you guys are running away with the treasure and a bunch of people chasing you.
Get the getaway truck ready.
Jane, get the engine started! Anywho, yeah, nice open field if there's one, please.
All right.
Rizwan is conflicted about where we have landed, but she doesn't say anything.
Why is that?
Good to land a flying ship in a field because you don't have to worry about hitting anything. But the bad thing about being in a field is everything can see you.
Well, it's also these are kind of like hills. Although, since it's dark out and the cultists can't really see that well, you all kind of land. I hadn't cleared this yet.
Do we land on somebody's house?
No.
I hope we'll be able to see that even in the dark. I was gonna say as soon as we land, let's go see if there's any tracks to this field, but I'm guessing I'm gonna see more than tracks.
You guys basically land on top of a set of
Crackheads?
no.
Giants?
It's not those stone things again, is it? I'd rather take my chances
No.
with the cultist.
Stone things?
Basilisks.
Oh. I don't think basilisks
Turn
live
this
in
ship
these parts.
right back around.
We don't take kindly to your kind around these parts.
The good news is, if that ever happens again, as long as one of us is not frozen, we can cure it now.
Yep.
Reed is not here. Reed just hasn't noticed.
He's still asleep.
You basically land on top of some freaking ogres, and they begin beating on the ship.
Go back up! Go back up!
Initiative.
Abort! Abort! Abort!
Leon, you're at full health. Just saying. All right, that is 4 of you. Leon, you're here.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
we're
I'm
all.
here.
I'm
Okay.
assuming we're all on the ground, right? Like, this is like they start beating on the hull of the ship. We're kind of like getting out of the ship to fight them.
Yeah.
Why are we getting out of the ship to fight them?
Well, you are still kind of technically on top of on the ship, and they're just kind of beating it. So, Leon, I need initiative.
My apologies. One moment.
All right. Ezra, you're first.
I will use Hexblade's Curse on the middle one.
Okay.
The innate ability, not the spell.
Yeah, that's what she said. Hexblade's Curse. I know what that is. As long as you don't say hex, I'll know what you mean. Well, I'll know what you mean either way, as long as you say the correct thing.
And I guess I'll throw a couple of blast on him.
All right. Well, those definitely hit. Jesus Christ. All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Rizwin.
Rizwin is just kind of get down and take cover by the railing of the deck, so where they can't see her, and she's gonna try and hide.
All right, go for it. All right, you feel hidden.
And then she will notch a bolt into her crossbow, and she will flip out of cover and shoot the one closest to her.
So the center one again?
Yep.
All right, go for it with advantage. You probably don't need it. You didn't need it, but yeah. It hits.
Ooh!
The curse is real.
What curse?
You know which one. Leon, it's dark.
Pull out my drift glove and have it just give me some light.
That takes an action, right?
Uh,
Or would you have had it on because you guys were...
if it's been dark, I probably would have had it on, but we're on a ship, so
I said there are some lights on the ship, so they're... You can... I'll say you can see them. There's barely,
Okay.
if anything, because there's just enough light.
they're not holding this ship, are they?
They're not what?
They're not like holding the ship or anything like that, right?
No, they're just beating on it.
Oh god. Are they close enough for melee or no?
You can hop down and get them. If you wish to.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop down and get them.
Okay. The center one looks pretty bad.
I'll just get the one on the right then.
Okay. Well, let's see some hit. $16 hits.
Oh god dang, it's doing that thing on my double click again.
It's fine. 16 hits. Oh, it's doing that. Okay. What is the save? Did you want to reroll the damage on the first?
Yeah, I'm rerolling it down.
Okay, I'll use the 10. So 15 damage, and then you make a DC 15 strength save?
Pretty sure.
Alright, he succeeds, so he doesn't get knocked prone, but... It's funny how they do that for freaking giants, but... And they have great strength.
Take a look at it quick.
He rolled a 17, so I think he's fine.
Yeah, it's a 15 DC.
All right. Anything bonus action?
Nah, I'm just gonna end my turn.
Badger.
This is gonna be a little strange, so just follow me here for a second, see if this is okay. We're on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Run and pounce. If they fail the strength save, they get knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
If she jumped from the ship to the middle one, will that knock him potentially?
Yeah.
I would like to attempt that, please, for Ruby.
All right, for the center one. Okay. You dismount. You are still on the ship. And Ruby pounces against this one.
It says Panther move straight forward. Claw attack. If it succeeds, you have to succeed a DC.
Yeah, go ahead and make it the attack roll. Oh, wow. That
Ruby
doesn't
did the
hit.
sail cat. She tries to jump off the ship and it just goes Bwee!
Then I'm gonna go ahead and use my short sword against.
You can attack. You are on the ship. Ruby can attack while you're riding her.
Oh, so I'm on the ship still? I just left her?
I thought that's what you were doing.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Hang on, I got some prayer tokens then.
Yeah, if you are mounted on her, you cannot use her to attack. Yeah, unfortunately, Ruby misses.
Then I like to try use my short bow then.
Yeah. That hits. Center one?
Yeah,
It's dead. It had 1 health.
Oh man.
that's the curse.
That's the curse.
Then does
I
Ruby have
thought
any
you
movement
meant-
left?
I thought you meant the other one.
No. Yeah, Ruby has like 20 more feet.
She's just gonna go back to assist Leon if he needs it.
Okay. Polchara.
I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse the one on the right. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna jump down off the ship, and I'm going to double Greatsword.
All right. Yep.
Bing. And bing.
Yep. So adding 6 to this total.
Yep.
All right, so that's 25. Very nice.
Okay. And what the heck? I'm also gonna throw in a smite.
Okay.
16. Yeah,
All right,
good
it's still
one.
up, but it's
I think it's such an interesting feature of warlocks that warlocks can get smite.
You gotta you have to go down a very narrow trail to get it, but you can get it.
all right. Nope. He sees you melting his friends and just fuck this shit. I'm out. He's a little bit off the board. Like 20 feet off the board. The other one. Natural 1 against Bolchara. It's Esra's turn.
Okay, I'll cast. I will cast my hex. I'll cast the hex curse on it. On
This
the
one
one
is
that's-
this one's looking really rough too. Just saying.
Which one? The one that they're fighting?
Yes, and the other one. What's the range on Hex?
Hex is it could reach it, but I don't know if it'll be on the map long enough to actually kill it.
Can't you track things with Hex though?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of Hunter's Mark. Never mind.
Yeah. If that's it's up to you, Ezra.
It's 90 feet, so
Yeah, you have enough room to do it. Although he has gone out of range of your dark vision.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna get them. That's the thing. They have too much health for us to get it. Like it's just gonna keep running.
I doubt he'll bring reinforcements. Like, especially when he brings up person. And then he just started melting Charlie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Hex on the one that they're fighting.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to throw some Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay. Alright, that second one hits. The first one just misses.
And then that is
It's dead.
a decent.
It's fucking dead.
Oh, it's dead.
It's fucking dead. At 3 health. Do you want to do anything?
Because why not? No.
Okay. Rizwin, the other one has gone past your dark vision and is fleeing.
She's just gonna stand up and uncock her crossbow. She's not interested in running after it.
Alright, is anybody gonna chase after this thing? Or just gonna let it go?
Outside of my
No.
dark vision, and I don't have the wisdom to track anything.
Alright. It rolled high enough on its wisdom to be like, nope, this is bad. I'm out. With their
Rizwin just
shitty
kind of
wisdom.
shoulders her crossbow. I kind of feel bad for him.
Pachar's like, yeah, tell your friends. Pachar, the orc melter, you're probably outside of earshot and probably can't understand me, but yeah. I'm gonna climb the rope and get back. Could someone lower the rope?
I don't think anybody pulled it up to begin with. Or did you just yeet yourself off the
You
side?
guys kind of just eat yourself off the side, but didn't cause problems.
I can teleport, but that's a lot of magic. Pachar's just gonna take a midday nap. Or
It's not even daytime though.
Yeah, that was during the time. That was during our like long rest period, so we still got our long rest.
okay, good. I was
That's
about to say,
at midnight, so it's like you guys had some rest, but you need to continue your rest.
yeah, all I really lost was a 3rd level spell slot. Even if I only got a short rest, I'd be back at full.
Yeah, it's the other one doesn't come back to harass you. You guys awake?
Rizwin just kind of looks over the side at the ogre bodies that were just left there. And she says, yeah, I kind of feel bad for them.
I ain't burying them.
No, I'm not just meaning burying. They were just sleeping there, and we basically just landed a boat on top of them.
I mean, like, they attacked us. They could have kindly walked up and asked us to leave, and they didn't.
Well, what would you do if you were asleep and somebody landed a boat on you?
He'd be dead, so he wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Well, I mean, in proportion to our ship to the ogres.
Well, I mean, we didn't land exactly on them. That's just like the equivalent if someone landed a ship in your backyard or front yard. Like, yeah, I'd be a little miffed and ask what was going on, but I don't think my first reaction would be they have to die.
Did we land in their proverbial backyard, or did we land on top of them?
Like literally on top of them.
Well, that's the cultist's fault.
Well, you can see in the dark, and you didn't even see them, so how are they supposed to if they can't?
Well, I can see in the dark up to a limited distance. Like, I can't just see, like, out off, like, infinitely in the dark. I mean, I used to almost be able to do that, but then I lost that ability, like when I was able to talk to animals. I kinda
Well,
just can't do-
neither can the cultists, so...
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't sympathize with the murderers.
I didn't say that. I'm not sympathizing with them, I'm sympathizing with the ogres that we killed.
That's what I was talking about. Like that they probably killed and ate people. Is that racist? It's ogres. Who cares?
Oh, I thought you meant my talking about the cultists. They probably
No.
kill people too.
Yeah. Let's not sympathize for either of them.
To be honest, everybody here kills people.
Dad.
Yeah, I
I-
can't argue
I-
with that logic.
I kill evil people.
But people nonetheless.
Honestly, I think
Okay,
there's
well-
only been 2 times I've actually murdered a person. Most of them are just monsters.
You cut 2 people in half like butter.
Those were the times I was talking about. And besides, they were evil. I spared most of them.
Didn't you kill some of those tribe members in front of the temple?
I remember killing a dragon. And I
Okay.
remember I may have killed some of them, but if only so to like help you guys out. Like I don't know, like it's all a little fuzzy.
I also killed those like tribe members. Probably like kind of trying to hide from them.
Again, evil. So
We don't know that.
well, they were breaking into a sacred place.
How do we know that, though?
Huh. Dragon.
Leon, you think back, and that voice you heard said that there was an evil leader that you guys had managed to kill, that had taken over and was doing things.
I might know that, but he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Leon is definitely one for sharing information.
He is
Actually,
the
important
best.
information.
Either way, I say we just get down there and see how can I use Shapestone to our advantage this time.
All right, as you guys approach, you see, like from the air, it looks like this mound is shaped like a crude, long-necked wingless dragon, and it has large bridges of bones jut out from the head, neck, back, and tail of the mound. Enormous cairns encircle the mound out to a range of a quarter mile. Beneath them, you don't know that. You see several, like, what it looks like dig sites and excavations around the mound as well, that go into the mound. And we will take a quick break here. If that's alright with
Alrighty.
everyone.
Yeah, right.
I
Sounds
found
good to
that.
No, no breaks. Keep going.
Too bad! I gotta fucking pee.
I got some fried chicken to grab.
Alright, everyone, we will be right back after, well, a few minutes.
After these messages.
I'm getting a drink.
I love how we had a moral debate on the fact that Ogres probably killed people, but this whole everyone in this party has killed people too.
Evil people.
We've
I mean,
just done all sorts of morality stuff this time. We talked about Polchara's hoarding. We talked about how everybody kills people.
I'm not a hoarder. I got rid of something.
One.
Yes, after a long conversation.
A sacred heirloom that used to be the body of a god. Yes, this is such an easy thing to part with.
Polchara, that sword is the equivalent to my first guitar. It was of use at some point, and now I don't even touch it anymore.
I have my first guitar.
I have my first guitar.
You never get rid of your first guitar. That's just an unwritten rule.
It's not my only guitar. I also have an electric guitar. I can't play either of them though. Ever since the incident with my pinky.
Your pinky.
Anyway, I'm gonna go grab that food. Be right back.
Gonna get more water.
I'm back.
How are you doing, chat? Oh, that's fun.
I'm back.
Well, at least you're getting over
Howdy.
it. Welcome back.
More people.
I got me a Reese egg.
I got me some chicken fingers and cream corn.
I got a can of Mountain Dew.
I got a bottle of unbrand name soda.
Unbrand name soda, of course.
Yeah, as a brand, they just won't get the name out of me.
No, I know.
They have to pay. If they pay me, I'll say whatever they want me to say.
Even if it's the wrong thing.
Probably.
Oh, jeez, I bet
Wouldn't
you've
be
been
the
getting all
first
bad
person in
sorts of
history to
bad
do
looks.
that.
Please excuse the crumpling.
Exactly.
I need to check some passive stats real quick. Yeah, I figured she would.
I think it was Rizwin who was given that description about like the hill there. It's like, look, the look, the hill looks like a large wingless dragon, and Picard's like, oh, yeah, hey, that mountain looks like a lizard.
Why does Polchara have such a high freaking survival? With like no wisdom.
I have expertise in survival.
Yeah. Oh god, you do. So you have... Yeah. Jesus.
That's to help with my cooking skills.
Right, but you do know some stuff, which will... I'll have some information for you and Badger.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I mean-
Badger spaced out for a second. She heard her name. What's going on?
Yeah. But,
I was looking at your passive survival skills, and yours is high enough for some information.
Gotcha.
To be fair, though, when I gave Pachar expertise in survival, I was expecting him to be the Ignis from Final Fantasy 15 of the group.
Being more survival-y.
But being the chef of the group who gives us like well-cooked meals and being more of just a magic slinger.
I think the last time I remember you specifically making something for us was the grilled cheese in Nightstone.
Mm-hmm.
You made butter once.
I made that blueberry pie once
You made a blueberry pie?
in Goldenfield.
I don't remember that.
Neither do I.
I remember you saying you were gonna make butter, but I don't know what came of it.
No, wait. I made us a pretty decently quality meal at that one Raiders place at Lizard Keep. What was it called?
Because there was a bunch of like cooking shit there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Wisman?
I was just looking at the Twitch chat, and Kit Kat said that he doesn't cook as much. He doesn't cook as much, especially after Miss.
Ooh.
That is not. I've cooked more since Misty. Oh, also like yeah. If I knew then what I knew now, I probably would have gone with herbalism kit instead of cooking utensils.
You can still get one of those.
Yeah, but it's like 10 weeks worth of practice.
I'm playing a custom class in my Sunday homebrew game, and the subclass that I'm doing basically lets me use cook's utensils as weapons.
The artificer class has a really neat ability where, as long as you have to be a particular artificer, but you basically can use a set of tools and magically, like using magic, can use those as whatever set of tools you need to use them for.
Oh, that's cool. We have an artificer in my Curse of Strahd game, and it's funny because he has an eye patch that he basically used his, I forget what it's called, but did the thing where he can turn it into a magic item. And he made night goggles with the eye patch. So it makes it so he can't see out of one eye, but the other eye has night vision. Or dark vision, I mean.
The artificer in my Horror of the Dragon Queen game, he makes toys, and one of his attacks is he calls it Beyblade. He basically makes magic stones and like fires them out of a slingshot.
That's funny.
Hmm.
Best part about this dark vision eye patch is that he calls it the night patch.
Are we all back?
I am.
I'm big.
Oh God.
I'm back.
Badger?
I'm here. I'm just watching my cat zoom like a crazy nut.
All right.
Zoomies!
I'm
It's-
I'm partially to blame for that.
What you do?
I was shaking up the water bottle and he was watching me.
And I am done eating.
As you guys approach the let's see, it is. As you guys approach, Pulchara and Badger, you both, most everyone notices the excavations or the dig-outs of the mound itself. Badger and Pulchara notice with your passive survival checks, or, yes, passive survival, that some of these are years old.
Years old?
Yeah, and some are probably more recent from within the past 6 months.
So someone's searching for something.
Looks like this is a popular dig site.
Now, are the dig sites like regular people-sized or bigger?
They look to be regular human-sized.
Okay.
They kind of just dig into the mound, go in a bit, and then they're done.
Right then. And cultists deploy the ropes.
I kind of want to go inside one of theirs to see what they were looking for.
Well, hopefully, they probably didn't have magic eyes like me. So while they're preparing the ropes, I'd like to ritual cast detect magic while we're
Okay.
sliding.
Where are we on this map?
Where do you want to be?
I was imagining us like right here.
I'll go ahead and
Unless-
pull
Unless
back in.
somebody else had other ideas.
We can start there. Since this kind of looks like a living creature, I definitely want to check out the spots that look like the heart and the brain. Because, that makes sense in my mind.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be in its butt.
That would be the third hiding spot I'd think of.
All right. Well, doing a quick pass over with your magic eyes, you don't detect anything. And some of these excavations, they go in, 20, 30 feet. If not further.
Huh. Well, I guess we could give the excavations a glance over of my magic eyes.
Now, do the tunnels descend as well, or is it just digging into the upper mounds?
It's just digging into the mound itself.
Okay.
Well, then this probably take most of the day. Just me constantly ritual casting detect magic and going into like the excavations. Probably take.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Not right away, at least.
The item may not be magical.
Rizwan just wants to. She's just gonna pick a tunnel that Pulchara seems to be looking at. And she's just gonna start walking down it, trying to find any inkling as to what the past expeditioners were looking for.
Okay, make an investigation check. In one of the newer ones, you find what appears to be part of something like a burned note or a burned piece of parchment.
Is there anything on it that is still legible?
Give me 1 second. You get like one sentence that's partially cut off. It's just bits are broken up and are illegible, but there are some words that are complete and others not so much.
Alright, so Rizwan is just gonna keep trying to make sense of it as she walks back to the party, and she'll say, I found this piece of parchment down in this tunnel. It seems to be that someone said that there was treasure here, and I think it might be like someone might have killed them if they don't find anything. And if it, I think, it might say that they've been digging for hours. So I'm thinking that somebody told whoever was here that there was treasure and that they were gonna bring it back or else be killed. But they didn't find anything.
Huh. It appears we're not the only one after this relic. Or we horribly lost, and they got it way before we did.
Was there any other was there anything else that seemed to be burned in the area where Rizwan found the
Not a whole lot. Like, what you can assume was part of a journal at some point, which is probably where this was in.
I can't even check for raw materials because one of them was made of bone and the other one was made of metal.
My question is, what happened to him? I mean, this is on fire. This burned away, and I feel like this was part of a larger book. So I don't know if the owner burned his own journal or it partially disintegrated along with him.
Huh. Oh. I'm just gonna make a shot in the dark here. He most likely didn't succeed in whatever this person wanted him to do. The person probably killed him, and most likely the journal was just evidence. But it could be something completely different.
Now, I know this is a bit complicated, but is there a way to take into account the overarching mound area and how deep these tunnels went in which direction to try and see if there are any areas that have not been dug into yet?
Well, the most obvious, like in the neck area, that doesn't look like it's been touched. This is a very, very big mound. It is probably at least 100 feet tall in some areas, and like over on this side, it hasn't really been touched. The tail, the neck.
Go for the jugular.
Should I make my Connect 4 shovels again?
Did we get rid of them?
Did you get rid of those?
Oh, I assume they break apart. They broke apart when we were done with them, like the shoes.
They could.
It
Actually,
might-
since that's just because that was so hard, they probably did. Or at the very least, two of them did.
Should we roll for shovel breakage?
You got two of them.
Okay, but I could make us a few more. Probably. Is it like a guarantee thing that I could make 4, or would I have to roll again?
Well, since you've already done it once, you know how to do it again.
Okay,
You,
if I
you,
do,
you just got clever with it.
okay, cool. If I do it again, then all 6 of us will have a shovel. If we really wanted to, we could have the cultists bring down the ship and have 8 more men on the search.
But then who's gonna man the ship?
Oh, we just park it. Like just right by the mound. This is just more if we want more bodies on the search.
We gotta try and be smart about this too.
Indeed. I mean, if they wanted to make off with the 2 we had, they well could. I doubt if one just comes across it, he won't say anything. On top of that, we could give all 6 shovels to the cultists and just have them do the digging.
That do wonders for morale, Polchara.
Okay, fine. And I'll pick up one of the shovels. Those I will join them. I'm not saying like not all the search. I'm just saying like, let the grunts do the grunt work and let the magic people do the magic work, and let the investigator like you, Rizwin, and Ambassador do the investigating. But yeah, should we bring the cultists in on this, or do you guys want to just keep it within us?
I mean, you're the ones doing the digging.
Well, we have 6 shovels now. If we don't bring in the cultists, then the 6 of us are doing the digging.
Well, I'm not digging.
That's great for morale, Rizwin.
Stat-wise, I'm not a very good digger.
That doesn't mean shit.
Well, I mean, you're an extra body towards the cause.
You said I was the investigator, which implies I'm not digging. So I'm gonna investigate.
That also implies each of us have a team we could lead.
I'm my own team.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go up. Just want to know if anyone's totally against me doing this. This says I'm like going for the rope.
Rizwin shakes her head no. As in she's not against it.
Okay.
Is there any, like, reading or history that Rizwin may know that may tell her anything about this place?
I'll allow you a history check. Fortunately, you don't really know much about it.
I'm gonna go up the rope and inform the cultists. Good news, men. And we need you guys to park the ship somewhere in this area here. We need all 8 of you on hands for an excavation.
They kind of look at each other and then look at you and just shake their heads.
What? Oh. Oh. I thought I was the boss. But Charles is gonna like get back on the rope looking very defeated. I said no, you guys.
What a surprise.
I was starting to come around down to liking them. But that's not gonna happen anymore.
I kind of want to dig, like, right here.
Start from the middle is the best solution, anyways, because it allows us to branch out, and you already hit the middle, so.
Yeah,
Yep.
plus I feel like it'd be on the lower part of the mound,
Well,
if that makes sense.
if 3 of us want to go for the middle and 3 of us want to go for the neck, we could do that. We have 6 shovels.
I think it would take longer that way than if we all
I think
go
we
in
should all
one
dig.
tunnel.
Yeah, we should all be digging one section at a time.
Dokie doke. Well, we may be here for a bit then. Okay, let's get.
Are there any, like, support beams or anything that we can scavenge from the other excavation sites?
There don't seem to be any in those. Nothing that hasn't been broken or rotted away already.
Well, we're not gonna get anywhere in this excavation if we don't have a way to keep it from collapsing on us.
I'll check to see if I have anything in my bag for this.
Can you like make beams out of rocks like you did the shovels?
I can only do that once a day, and I made more shovels. I mean,
Wait.
if you guys really want me to, I could go down to the forest and chop down some trees. And we
Wait.
can just cut those up and
Where's the closest forest?
I think Leon was trying to say something.
Yeah, like, wouldn't we need pickaxes for, like, excavating, not shovels?
dirt.
Well, we do the dirt with the shovels, and then when we get to stone, that's when we use shape stone.
Also, if someone was burying something, I don't think they put rock around it.
Who else knows shape stone outside of Achara? Because he only can do it once a day.
Just him.
So we can't do we couldn't shape stone.
I mean, if we're here for a few days, like I could do it again. Like this seems like something that would take a while.
You guys do kind of see Reed pull this cube of dirt out.
Does he know Mulder?
He does.
Oh, great. Yeah, that'll work.
That would have been so useful at the last place.
If the ground wasn't so hard.
Yep, it's the shaped stone equivalent of dirt.
This is definitely not
Oh,
frozen,
that's
so
right.
it's loose, more loose.
Okay, it specifies loose earth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then, if we're here for an entire night, tomorrow I will make pickaxes for us. With out of stone.
All right, so if you begin excavating, who is leading? Who do you want to lead an investigation check? Is my question.
I'm assuming Rizwin, right? Because she's more experienced in this.
Yeah, she's kind of been fronting all this, so yeah, I'm fine with Rizwin leading the team.
My investigation's a +6.
That would help. Give me a sec.
I'm just a digger. Not a grunt.
I was like, does my dwarf stone cutting work? No. That's for history.
Yeah, that doesn't help with finding shit.
Yep.
Can
Rizwan
we...
helps me. Would I do advantage? Or
Which one of you guys are leading the investigation?
Well, I'm not proficient in investigation, so I don't know if I'd be able to help you.
So Badger then?
mine's a 6. What's yours, Rizwan?
2.
Okay. Well, while you're making the plans, then Badger, I'd like to give you a bardic inspiration.
Thanks, I appreciate. So go ahead and just roll once, since no one can help me.
Would you allow Rizwan to help her, even though she's not proficient in investigation?
I'm gonna give Badger an advantage because everyone's working together on this project. However, it is going to take a while. Your bardic inspiration really won't help, so just save it.
Fair enough. I'll get the 2-person tent up
Okay.
over here.
Badger, roll a D100 for me.
Ooh.
Okay. During 8 hours of work, You guys eventually find a scroll case.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it magical?
It has a spell scroll inside it.
Is it trapped? Or are you just giving us the spell scroll?
Yeah, you know what? I'll do detect magic to take a look on the outside of the scroll case, or well, the scroll case itself. See, is there anything wrong with it, magic-wise?
Nothing wrong magic-wise.
It doesn't appear to be trapped. Just a scroll inside.
Alright, y'all keep digging and I'm gonna take a look at this. Rizwan would like to see if there's any sorts of traps on it.
Here, make an investigation check. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
She's gonna try and open it.
All right, pop. There's a scroll inside.
Alright, Rizwan's gonna look at the scroll to see if she can make sense of it.
You have no idea.
She will offer it to read. She'll say, "Do you know what this is?"
It's a scroll of major image. If you guys do any more excavations today, you will have potential for points of exhaustion.
Near. We can start again in the morning.
That's where you guys have excavated.
Yep.
Yep.
But so far, you have found a scroll of major image.
Neato. If it's not going on somebody's person, then it needs to go in the bag.
I just assume that for the most part, we keep everything magic in the bag of holding until we figure out what we want to do with it.
Where
Okay.
it can be usefulest forever.
I'm really wishing we had somebody with a polymorph spell.
Yeah, I think bards can learn those.
Well, you got people that can learn it. They just may not have learned it yet.
Because a bullet would be pretty damn helpful right now.
Indeed. I wish I knew Unseen Servant. But to do.
Well, Reed's move Earth is helping a lot. It's helping move some of the crap out of the cave, out of the excavation itself. Is there anything you wish to do for this particular day?
Just during the long rest, I'd like to work a bit more on my scrolls.
Okay.
Other than that, just gonna get the. Oh, we should probably get the ship to land somewhere just so we can sleep inside there, and so they're not just hovering over us for days.
Okay.
Yeah, probably just around here in our excavation site.
Well,
Rizwan is just gonna take some cloth and bandage her hands. Because she's probably got some nasty blisters from digging all day.
All right. Well, you guys get your rest. When you awake, seems a light rain has come.
Well, glad we're digging, 'cause it means we're not gonna get rained on.
Indeed. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, it's a brand new day. I like to find another big rock, and I want to attempt to make a connect four thing for pickaxes.
All right. Make a charisma check to see if how well you pull it off.
Alrighty. 18.
You get 3.
Fair
The
enough.
fourth one breaks in the process of being created.
Alrighty. So we're currently working with 6 shovels and 3 pickaxes. Yeah, Rizwan, I got. Or what? No, it was Leon who asked. Leon, I got your pickaxe.
Huzzah.
Hi ho! Hi ho!
By the way, Rizwan, and dwarves, you told me you're not the kind of dwarf that digs in like mines and stuff.
No, I don't.
So what are you doing now?
Do you not see my hands?
Exactly. Oh, do you want me to heal that up or?
If you heal it, it's just gonna get fucked up again, so. If it
Yeah.
starts bothering me real bad, then I'll ask.
Dokey doke. Because I got all kinds of healing stuff.
Are you guys gonna continue in the same area, or are you gonna move to a different area?
We are following Badger's lead.
Badger, where would you like to dig? If you go too much deeper in your current one, it does risk collapse. You want to go in one that has already been dug out.
It's already been dug out.
Yeah, that's what those all are.
Oh, those were entrances. I'm sorry.
No, those are all where people had been digging through, or attempted to dig and find things. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Up in the spine.
Yes, bye.
By the way, I do have a brace for us if you guys want to use it.
What kind of brace?
I'm gonna pull out the immovable rod. 3,000 pounds worth of brace.
Yes, on a 1 foot and 1 inch thick section.
Yeah, well, it's a brace, nonetheless. Like, I was planning on doing it like long ways against the ceiling.
I don't know if that would hold up much.
Yeah, that's literally
before.
like 1 foot and like 1 inch in diameter.
Fair enough. I'll find a different time to make this useful.
I mean, maybe the collapsible rod?
Yeah, that's still
But-
just like a little metal rod, ain't it?
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll find a way on how to fuse them together.
What if we use that bone we found at the other place?
Well, first off, that's incredibly hard to move, and I can only move it using a spell I can cast once a day.
And it's extremely heavy.
It was
And-
magical.
Oh yeah, that was something I was gonna ask. Like, when we go on the boat, could I do like an Arcana check on it? Because that did get me kind of curious that we never really checked it.
Well, doesn't Detect Magic tell you what school of magic it is?
It was strange mutation.
Oh.
Ooh, right. Yeah. What would an Arcana check get me? Tell me anything about what it could do. Or...
Maybe. Go ahead and roll one. We'll see. You got no clue.
It's magic.
Do we have anything that tells us what magic items are? I think Reed can do something like that.
Reed has identified, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I usually just like to give it the old college try because this is when I usually get my bad rolls. Then I make up for it with nat 20s and fights.
Did you want him to have done that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. When using this great club, when attuned to this great club, it will shrink. It'll change size depending on the user. And against dragons, it'll deal an additional 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
So it's
Pretty cool.
kind of like the Giant Slayer, but with dragons,
A little bit.
except it doesn't knock them down.
Yeah, it's not like a Dragon Slayer weapon itself, but yeah.
That would be freaking dope if it could knock dragons down.
Well, whichever one of you want it, I'll definitely take a pass on this one. I just got some good magic swag.
But it also looks like the relic that you needed to get from there.
Why don't we just somebody spends a couple hours with it, make it shrink down, and then uncouple yourself with it, I think.
What, so you can move it better?
Yes.
Anyway, you guys gonna excavate again today?
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay, Badger. Go ahead and do another investigation with advantage. As you
I
guys
love playing Dig Dug.
spend 8 hours, okay. Does somebody else want to roll a D100 this time?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I also love Dig Dug.
Okay. Give me a second. I think I know what this is and what it does. God damn, I fucking dragged it in here. Why did it not pull in? The redless potion's liquid continuously expands from a tiny bead of color, tiny bead to color the clear liquid around it, and then contracts. Shaking the bottle fails to interrupt this process.
Oh, didn't we get something like this earlier?
You got the one that
Yeah.
does the opposite. This is a potion of growth.
Oh. Rizwan wouldn't know the difference, so she'd be like,
God damn
oh,
it.
it's like the one we got earlier.
Ooh. How long does this one make things bigger?
Shit.
Is it the same duration as the
Yeah, it's
other one?
1d4 hours. Let me double check. Yeah, 1d4 hours. It basically enlarges you for 1d4 hours, no concentration needed.
That's funny, though.
Does anyone mind if I take this one, or does someone else want?
I mean, what would I use it for?
Being strong?
Since when do I do anything that requires being strong?
Like,
Other
yeah,
than right now.
but yeah, I think the people that can most benefit from it would be me, Leon, or Ezra.
I want to give it to Leon. Because I seen you fight Leon, and you hit like a truck. And I kind of want you to hit like a bigger truck.
And what if I just say no?
Then I guess you don't get it?
Or I just never use it?
Is that your rejection of it, or are you being quirky?
Having a potion.
I mean, I'm sorry if it feels like we're shoving things on you, Leon.
Don't worry about it.
What's up, you with you? You've been moody lately.
He says nothing.
All right, there we go. You have dug there. And there you go. As the end of today passes. Anything else you all wish to do for this particular day?
Here, just work on some scrolls.
I'm starting to get holes flashbacks.
You have 3 shovels left.
Ooh.
Other shovel's been breaking.
Yeah, they're made of stone. They're not really meant to last.
They're not the
They're
hardiest.
they're brittle.
Yeah, I'll make some more in the morning for us.
Just destroying the ruined cairns that are scattered around the area.
Man, there's apparently some good stuff in this thing. I'm not surprised this person's been digging these holes.
All right, well, and let's see. Well, nothing happens tonight either, so the next day arrives.
Connect 4 shovels.
Make some more shovels. Where would you like to dig today?
I'd like to go to the jugular.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hacha!
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Cha!
I wish I knew the spell fabricate so I could just make a big guillotine.
Guillotine?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be scary.
God, if this was Mortal Kombat, that'd be like Pachara's fatality. He would move like just using fabricate to make a guillotine.
The guillotine of the gods.
I guess it'd be more guillotine of the devils, but meh.
Oh, well,
All
'cause
right, so you guys begin digging. Reed's doing his mover thing. Give me another investigation check with advantage. Unfortunately, today you come up empty.
Now, I've been dirty before, but I've got dirt in places it's never been before.
Really, I've never been cleaner as I snap my fingers and clean my clothes again.
This one just narrows her eyes at him.
You want to hit?
Did you just ask me if I want to hit?
Yes.
Give me a hit of that prestidigitation. Come on.
Okay.
more.
I'll clean Ezra's clothes. There you go.
Y'all got any more of that prestidigitation?
Indeed.
Yeah, unfortunately, today you guys came up empty-handed. You found nothing.
No, I found something. I found dirt in places it shouldn't be.
Hello, Papikins. How are you?
But before everyone goes to sleep, I'd like to go about right here, and I'm going to tell everyone, hey, can all of you guys go to the ship right quick? And I'm also going to give you guys my backpack and put all my stuff I have that has metal in it. I'm just going to do a quick locate object for anything metal in the head.
The spell fails.
Oh,
You need to be familiar with the object.
wait, I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, I'll go back and get my stiff.
Say, it's really easy to tell if there's metal in its head. You just gotta find a Metallica CD.
Boo.
You know, my head was just immediately going towards stuff like, huh, man, what can I do to help make this? I can make a dividing rod. Wait, no, that will just tell us if there's water in it.
I mean, technically, we do have a divining rod for locate object. It's on the cart.
We do? Wait, we do?
Yes.
No, that's
Rod?
that's the rod he's been using to cast
Yeah,
detect
I
object or locate object.
Oh,
yeah, I
we.
just grabbed it.
Oh. I didn't realize that he was already using it. I thought it was still on the cart.
No, well, I forgot the first time we used the portal. When we went to Everlyn the second time with the portal, I picked up. I made sure to grab it on our trip to Waterdeep.
So many portals, so little time.
Indeed.
Can I get a Constitution save from Eddie for everybody, please?
Yep.
21.
Woo.
Okay.
7.
At 20.
I tired.
All right.
22.
Rizwin and Reed both have a level of exhaustion
Yippee.
from doing all this excavating all for 3 days straight.
Rizman is just kind of gassed right now, and she's breathing heavily, and between her breaths, she's like, I told you I wasn't cut out for this.
Well, I believe you. Yes.
All right. Day 4. Where would you like to go? Or excavate?
Why don't the two of you take a break for a day?
Let's go to the crook of the tail.
All right.
A cavity search.
If Leon is telling Rizwin and Reed to rest for today, then Rizwin will at least will.
Okay.
She's gonna converse with the cultist to see if she can learn anything more about the ship.
Make a persuasion check, first off.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
All right. Roll an intelligence check with disadvantage. If you roll well,
Oh.
No.
If I didn't have disadvantage.
if you didn't have disadvantage, yeah, you would have been good to go. All right. Who Badger is leading? Who is helping?
Me.
I'm still doing stuff.
Okay. All right. Roll another one. Investigation with advantage, Badger. No, it's empty again.
Dang.
Is it gonna be day 5? All right. Day 5.
That's crook of the tail.
Those Leon, Ezra, Badger, and Pulchara make another con save. Rizwin, you're back to normal because you rested.
That was just a Constitution,
Alright.
but it's the same
Yeah, you're
modifier.
good. Badger, you have a level of exhaustion.
Y'all been using me too much.
I'm
If-
not a tool, I'm a person.
If you want, I can lead this one.
Yeah, I feel like Badger's just gonna stay back and do that kind of like a cuddle party with all her pets today. Just rest.
Alright.
God, I've made an entire scroll in the time we were out here.
Another rainy day. Alright. Let's see how Reed do. Wow.
Oh man.
It's like we used up all our luck at the beginning.
It seems that way, yeah.
Both of the curses has taken effect.
Yeah, that was a fucking 2 and a 4 on the thing, on the die. Alright, day 6. Those
Am I
of them
back
been.
to normal?
You're back to normal. Everyone else make a con save.
Probably a long
At
shot, but
one.
can we go to the hearts of this guy?
Alright, Polchara and Rizwin, you are. Got exhaustion.
Leon apparently is just raring to go.
He's
It's
like,
been a while
come
since we got a good
on.
workout.
Can we excavate by the heart of this thing?
Sure. That's probably like right.
I was gonna say like this way.
Like there, or like right in that area there. You decide where to go.
I like to do it by the heart.
Which side though?
What do you mean, which side?
That way? Or that way?
Probably where the crook is.
Okay.
All right. If you want to do that, go ahead. Reed will help you. Okay.
Oh,
All right. That is good. You guys are right here. As you guys are digging, Polchara, you find this, like, it's like a 6-inch long, what feels like a stone. Just like, this is nothing. You toss it back, and it like kind of lands in Badger's hands. Badger, you look at it. This is gold plated and looks like a tooth.
I found this on the ship.
no. In the excavation site.
Oh, I thought I was sleeping because I'm exhausted.
Oh, is that what you were doing? I think okay.
I thought that's what everyone was doing with their exhaustion days, just taking a nap.
That's fine. That's my bad then.
It's fine.
I was about to say Rizwin is cuddling Lady right now.
Either way, this
Hey,
thing.
is Reed
it's-
exhausted, or is he... No, he was assisting me.
yeah, Reed was
Reed.
fine.
What do you make of this?
As I do think that Polchara and Riz will be close by.
Probably.
But as you kind of like examine this thing, Badger, your keen sense into all things giant.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
This looks like a tooth of a fire giant that's been gold plated. As you come to this realization,
Uh-oh. What is that?
Oh shit.
Do I have a handout for these? I fucking hope so.
What? Skeletor!
I'm zoomed in at 250% and I still can't make out what that image is.
It's Skeletor!
Riding on top one, you see, he has suited wizard. I don't know.
No handout for these? Let me make sure in the other things. Hold on. I could have sworn there was one for these.
Gregory is here to steal the giant tooth.
Well, apparently I am mistaken. No handout. Fuck. Sorry about
I
that.
hate when they do that.
You get a handout of everything else except fucking these. It's because this is the only place you're gonna fight them. Peek behind the veil. You see these, giant, skeletal, monstrosities with bone armor plating covering its back and armed with a knobbed tail. And that's where we will end today's session.
They're dinosaurs!
Everybody on the floor.
Gonna do the dinosaur.
I'm a little sad there's no, I will get you guys your tokens actually on the screen, before next session. For this, but yeah, good job. You guys have found the 2 magic items that were hidden, the ones that hadn't been discovered yet, and you found, supposedly, the thing you're here to find. It took almost 7 days, but you finally found it, and a few of you are beat.
I made an entire spell scroll in the time we were here.
Say, Brisbane's on the ship right now.
So was it always in the crook near the heart, or was it because it got a nat 20 that we found?
Who knows?
That's why I'm asking.
It might have just
knows?
been the way we rolled.
It could just be blind luck. Who knows? It's blind luck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm working on 4 hours of sleep. I'm trying here.
But yeah, that's session, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. We have 9 people right now.
Oh, hey guys.
Yay!
Definitely to send you all off to someone. But yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time, and have a good night.
Guys.
Good night.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Zoe.